well, whatever a low life like you can tell me about Strahd or anything that will help me. I keep hearing more and more about this fellow, and I definitely want to make his acquaintance or make his life as uncomfortable as possible.
Um, he says he just explains about Strahd and his leadership here and him being ruling over the land, the fog, its powers, and that he was sent to kill you because he actually doesn't really know any more broad details. Just that he was sent to kill you because he didn't, because he wanted you to be dealt with. I mean, he wouldn't know any really like profound details of why
There
what
is
Shroud's
silence
thinking were.
along.
It was a bandit and other bandits. Like you took down a group of let's say 4. It was this guy and 3 lackeys, and you took them on. And you took this guy prisoner because you recognized him being the leader. It made the most sense to go after him. You let the others just die.
Hmm. Well, after him spilling his guts, metaphorically, I would be like, well, thank you. And stab him again and kill him.
Yeah, that's what I figured you'd do. So he super duck. He's like, what? And I can't even finish the sentence. It does. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Now he's super dead.
Okay, listen, about this Strahd character. We found a lot about him in this temple, and among those things, there's no escaping this place while he's alive. I'm pretty sure of that by now.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm aware. I tried to grab some
That's
more
good.
sentinels.
It would agree it's a higher priority than some lich sitting in a temple. No, not harm. So as you know.
Lucian kind of cuts in there too, and he says, "The Lich seems to be dormant here, unable to remember who he truly is. I've assessed he's not the top priority. Strahd must die. Then we can deal with the Lich."
Give me a persuasion.
From
Yeah, Lucian, give me a persuasion.
that, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that.
Dude, if he wants to get killed by the Lich, who the hell is going to stop him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking as a character, like how. And how much are silver in regards to?
Silver is 1/10 of it. It's a dime.
Okay.
If 1 gold is $1, which is a way to look at it, whatever.
10
Then,
silver's
yeah,
1 gold.
$1 or dimes.
Minus 1 gold, 100.
Yep.
What? You don't get 100 silver for 1 gold, you get 10 silver.
10 silver. Yeah, 10 silver.
Oh, okay,
Copper,
10.
Yeah.
Okay,
10
so
copper to 1 silver, 10 silver to 1 gold.
yeah. Well, before I forget, I put 2 silver pieces over the eyes of the guy in the coffin, and I.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Figured you'd do. So I'll delete it so it's not.
But
Space.
yeah, I guess if you're telling me that he's dormant and he's not going anywhere, Michael would react in, well, as long as the rat stays in his hovel, I guess I can deal with him later.
Yeah, you
Wonderful.
would believe him to be telling you the truth. It just wasn't necessarily the most convincing argument.
I'll
you-
give
yeah,
him a better
he-
argument if you'd like. I say,
Yeah.
well, we need the Lich kind of alive because we're looking for powerful allies against Strahd, you see, and he has a potential to be of use to us. So
That'll be a higher DC just because.
You're using the
Michael
undead as a
using the
weapon?
Lich- Yeah,
I would use
exactly.
any weapon if it meant destroying Strahd.
Yeah. Yeah, that can work.
God
with an
damn
amazing
it! Can I
DC.
get a good persuasion out?
You- Unfortunately, you don't make it. 9 is probably not nearly good enough for that kind of argument.
So just roll charisma.
I mean, you kind of can decide yourself, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That would not be convincing to Michael with that low of a roll.
Well, I would use
Michael would just, put his, I guess, hand under his visor and like on his chin, and knowing that he can't single-handedly defeat a lich, because that's a very powerful, like undead creature.
Mhm.
He would tell Lucian, if you help me take down this Strahd, swear to me that we will come back and eradicate this.
Wait.
Then
Let's get this clear. You're helping us take down Strahd. We owe you. Wait, that was stupid.
I look at the child saying stuff, and I'm like, I don't owe you anything, just as much as you don't owe me.
No, I literally said,
Other than
we owe
you come
you
at
for
me.
helping us. That was the joke.
You approach me and immediately start spouting lies towards me, which I do not appreciate.
That's true. One has not been very honest with
Lie. Lie. I've
In
never.
response, he's like, I don't know if blood oaths are like a thing in this universe, but if they are a thing, he's gonna like use his sun sword. He's just gonna nick his thumb, and he's just gonna be like, put out his hand to like signify, yeah, you help us take down Strahd, we'll come back here and kill the lich.
I think a blood oath would make a lot of sense to a blood hunter. Yes, that is
Yeah.
totally something that would work.
Essentially, it's permanent. That's the 100% guarantee. We will come back and kill them.
Alright. Yeah, Michael would see that, and he wouldn't like prick his thumb or anything. He thinks that's like barbaric, wasting life's blood or life
Yeah.
energy or whatever. So he'd just look at his hand, shake it, and be like, very well.
Yeah.
And then I throw the coffin off the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have any more use for it, so I'll just put it on the ground over there.
Ah,
You just tilt
it
the wagon,
moves.
the cart back, and it just slides off on the ground, and there it is.
Well, that was
You
fun.
may do with it what you wish. You can leave it there, or we can move on back towards Seneca Pass as a larger group.
I was gonna say Lucian will break off some shards of it just to make a steak with later. Say we should.
Sure.
Yes, wood is so hard to come by. You have to dismantle furniture to get it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this isn't anyone important. This is a foe, so he doesn't care if he's breaking up.
As a dead
Coffin.
human as well,
Yeah.
so
Doesn't really matter to him.
they're not coming back.
Oh no, I
It's not
don't
like
care
it's a
about the
ceiling
person
or-
inside. I'm just saying, like, you could find wood almost anywhere. This is.
Yeah, but it's,
Any,
this is
yeah,
right
it's
here.
just, yeah, it's just right here. And he's not going to take the wood from the cart. That would be a bit rude.
Yeah. Wow.
So, Michael, are you going to ride your horse? Are you going to take the cart with you, or leave it here, or what are you going to do with the cart?
I mean, I'm just going to leave the cart here and hop on Mortem.
No.
Okay. Mortem is the name of your horse. All right, let me do that.
That's Latin for death.
And I like say to
Is
Michael,
that
as,
an EM or UM?
It's MOTE.
okay. As for me telling lies, I told you before I would use any weapon if it meant defeating Strahd. Deception is a weapon like anything else, really.
Yeah, that's one thing that's going to be a conflict of interest between Michael and one is that Michael will have to decide on whether he's willing to be compromising at all about his hatred of the undead and his willingness to defeat Strahd, who is definitely the greatest evil here over everything else. Or
Oh, are the Hellhounds out here as well?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
You better
Yeah,
not
they're
touch
always
my
trying.
dog. Don't you kick my dog.
yeah, the Hellhounds are always by one side.
Yeah, no, I look at them and I go, what did I name them? Yeah, I look over them and I'm like, oh, I see you've... Hold on, character. Oh, I see you found Dante and Eric.
That's not their names, and they respond to them instantly and go up to you.
Nice. They kind of look at you with like perked ears and understanding. Not exactly as literal as maybe that's their names, but rather that's something they recognize. It's definitely something they're familiar with.
Yeah, I was wondering where you went around off to.
Them,
And then I hop on Mortem and, well, shall we?
I
Lucian
just start
hooks up the cart
speaking to the
and hops
dogs
on
and
it.
say, I really don't like this guy.
Lucian says, "Do you mind giving us a ride to our horses?"
Yeah, everyone
Hops
hop
the
on.
cart.
Yeah.
Everyone hop on the horse.
Yeah, besides Michael, you could fit one other person on
I mean,
there.
there is that wagon. isn't
I
there?
wouldn't. I
No,
wouldn't.
I
I
was
would
talking
not.
Oh, I mean, they can technically fit. You're totally allowed to not let them on.
Yeah, I just met you. I'm not going to let you ride shot.
Said,
All right then. What we'll do is we'll go back to Salinka Pass because you're not gonna get. I'm not gonna make a round encounter happen between here and Salinka Pass, so we're just gonna go there. And then we are where we are down here. And then I want to take a brief break before we start this area. Let's just do
Okay.
a 5-minute break.
All right.
I'm like,
I
I
need
miss
to go-
Bior. He had all that winter gear on him. I'm cold.
Yeah, you have enough hides and stuff left over that you're not freezing. Mike already had stuff for himself.
I just,
Cole doesn't need it.
I just really hope those
Darius is
hellhounds are
fine.
emitting heat enough to sustain.
Yeah, that could work. Or you can go get more or anything like that. I don't want to be concerned about that right now, especially considering you're not going to be in a cold area like Seneca Pass for very much longer.
Yeah.
What was I looking
But
for?
yeah, let's take a break really quick. Let's meet back up at whatever 40, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, we'll continue from then. I'll be right
That was a fun introduction.
Where
Yeah.
is my flute practice
Definitely.
tally?
Yeah, honestly, I had no idea how the encounter would go, especially with you making a deal with a lich. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Probably not.
That's why I was really hoping that deception would work, unfortunately.
I got in some Kickstarter stuff.
Oh, don't
Really?
rub it. Don't rub it in my face.
Got a new RPG system. It's called Endless Realms.
Huh.
Got in the core book and the creature compendium and the Dungeon Master screen.
Is it like 5e thing or?
No, it's its own system. It's by Lunar Games.
Oh.
If you go to